What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as requested by you guys, I'm going to be testing out Shopmissa makeup. So Shopmissa, if you don't know, is a US website and you can get international delivery and everything like that. And basically, pretty much everything on that website costs just $1. So they do accessories, they do beauty products, makeup, brushes, they do jewelry. I think they do underwear as well. And by the way, which I think is probably one of the coolest things that I found out, is I'm pretty sure every single product is either cruelty-free or vegan or both. Like every single beauty product that they sell is like cruelty-free or vegan. I'll have to double check which one, but it's good stuff. So as always, I've got a bunch of products. I've got some brushes, I've got some lashes, and I've obviously got a ton of makeup. I can't remember how much I spent. Guess we just need to add up the products. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I spent a little over $25 actually on the makeup, because I did also get this palette here, which was one of the more expensive items. I think this cost me around $5, but still super cheap. So I'm just on the website now, and I'm just looking at like what you have to do to qualify for international shipping. So basically, if you spend under $40, then international shipping costs $9.95. So I think that equates to around about £7.50 or something. So I mean, not the worst thing in the world, but obviously you do also have customs that you need to take into consideration as well. And then basically the more that you spend, the more you pay for actual delivery. It says it takes 7 to 27 business days. I think mine took around about 10 days or so it wasn't too bad at all, really. I did have to pay customs. It wasn't too much. I think it was maybe about 12 or 13 pounds. So in the end, my like $25, which I guess is around about 20 pounds worth of makeup, I guess it probably cost me like 40 pounds or something. So it does bump up the price, but it's still super bloody cheap. Like, you guys will see the amount of makeup that I got and you'll be like, how the hell did you get that for $25? All right, guys, that's enough of me talking, or at least about the boring delivery stuff. Let's get on to the makeup. So first of all, I have the Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer, which is by AOA Studio, which is Shopmissa's own brand. So I'm just gonna take some of that. Ooh, okay, so it does look very kind of like glowy. Oh shit, that is illuminating. Oh, whoa, hey there, shiny. Oh my god, that looks ridiculous. Oh, actually, I thought I was gonna look at it and it was gonna have like loads of like glitter particles in it, but it's very shiny, so I wouldn't personally wear this on its own. But it doesn't have any like glitter to it. It is just like stupidly glowy. And it's sunk into my skin nicely. It's not like peeled up or anything like that. You know what? That ain't bad. It's very intense just to wear on its own. So I would definitely recommend you wear it with something, or you could just wear it on like your cheeks or something like that to give you a bit more of a glow. But that's okay. Like, decent little tack. I would say it has kind of filled in some of my pores. So that's actually all right. So next we move on to foundation. So I have two different ones, and honestly, the fact that these are like, I think it equates to like 80 pence or something like that is just insane to me. So we have the Amuse Cosmetics 3-in-1 foundation stick. That looks like this. That looks like an alright color. I have just recently fake tan, but that looks okay. And then I also have the Santi Aqua Stylish Silky Milk Foundation. Alright, I'm gonna test some colours out here. Right, let me see. Okay, that colour doesn't look half bad either. Oh, lordy, this is thick. Oh. Okay, so you guys told me just like kind of rub it into my hand there. I'm just gonna do a quick close-up and show you what it's doing. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm actually gonna do a little bit more. Let me just put some on the back of my hand there. And basically gonna like just rub this in. Just kind of nice and easy. But it's like thicker in some areas and it's streaky. Okay, right, let's see what this one's like. Maybe this will be a little bit better. It's not doing anything. Like, I'm literally not even making a dent in this. Oh, that's very pale. Can we get some like oxidization in here, please? Because that is so fair. Like, let me just like do a stripe. She ain't even got coverage. Screw it. I'm going in with the other one. I am. Oh, Steph, why do you do this to yourself? So I'm going to put some of this on my wow, Zoeva buffer brush. I do have some other brushes from Shopmissa, But I do want to use these first, like my usual brushes first, just so I can kind of like see how the product applies. Wow. Yep. This kind of feels a little bit like what I imagine wallpaper paste to feel like. That's not making me look pretty. Plus side though. Colour's not bad. Formula, however, dear God help me. I'm just going to try and like buff the... Oh God, it's drying down quickly as well. It's very, very streaky. You have to like full on work it into your skin. I'm actually impressed at how like decent the coverage there, I've got to say. There's always a silver lining. Okay, patting motions seem to work better. Like as I've kind of worked it into my skin, patting motions kind of like even it out a bit better. I hate how it feels, and it does not apply easily at all. And it is incredibly, incredibly oily. But I think we've kind of made it work for the time being. I have no idea how this is going to sit on my skin in like 5 minutes time, let alone for the rest of the day. But I feel like we have managed to work a little bit of magic there. All right, and now I'm going to use this stupid thing just to, I don't know, just to do something. It's too light for me, but I'll just kind of highlight with it a little bit. Just pat that in. I mean, in all honesty, that really doesn't look much different. Doesn't seem to be adding any more coverage. It just seems to be very, very oily and like something that you would kind of work onto your skin and just instantly kind of like work off your skin. Like there's like no real coverage to it or anything. I am just sitting here now though and remembering the fact that all these products cost $1, which in the UK is like 80 pence, 85 pence or something like that. So for 85p, this foundation is actually very, very good considering. Like we've got coverage, we've got the right colour. We're oily, but that's fine. We can powder it down. You guys know I like an oily base anyway. I can't be mad at that. For 85p, I cannot be mad at that. This, though, I can be mad at because this ain't doing nothing. So next, I'll move on to concealer, which, you guessed it, also cost me $1. This is the AOA Wonder Cover HD Concealer in the shade, what are you in? Light Ivory. Got a nice little standard doe foot. Colour looks decent. Okay. I'm going to do like half with my regular brush, half with one of the other brushes I have, I think. Ooh, that looks okay. Like even on top of that, the base, which isn't like the best in the world, that actually looks... That looks all right. That's blending it easy. It's like a nice thin consistency. Hold your bloody horses there. I mean, I've got a little bit of darkness like in my inner corner. But it's highlighted it and $1. So next, like I said, I do have a few brushes and I also have this sponge. This is the AOA High Def Sponge, latex free. Looks like this. Actually feels really quite nice actually. I've got like a dry Real Techniques one here. They feel very, very similar actually. Like same kind of squishiness. This one's maybe a little bit firmer. I'm going to go wet this little guy. If this works, then I'm going to be bulk ordering like 20 of these because, I mean, that was so cheap. Just going to take a little bit more because it has dried down a little bit. That's my bad there. Whoa, I actually prefer how this sponge applied the concealer on this side. This looks very, very promising. Okay, I think I'm going to have to bulk buy some of these because I actually really, really like the feel of that. So then I have this little brush here. I know I'm like full on just piling the concealer on my face right now, but I do just want to try out these products for you guys. So I'm going to go a little bit more on my chin and just see how this brush kind of blends everything out. It's like this kind of diamond shaped brush. Looks like the Sigma 3D HD. Well, that was bloody easy. These feel nice as well. Like they feel very, very soft. It actually feels quite a bit like my Sigma brush, in all honesty. That was easy. I know obviously I can't say for certain how these brushes are applying these products because I've never used the products before either. But again, I've used a lot of brushes. This one seems like a good one. So next I'll move on to this guy. This is the Makeover Essentials Contour Kit. And this, I believe, cost me $5. So they basically do these little kind of promotions where they have bigger, obviously more expensive products I think are meant to be worth more than what they're selling them for, but they're still very, very cheap. So let's see what this looks like. I don't know if we have like a translucent powder or anything in here. Might have to cheat and use a different one. Okay, so we've got some powders. Is that are you a shimmery highlighter? I did not expect that. Barely shimmery. Quite chalky, but whatever. But this looks quite cute. It's like a little metal tin. You've got a mirror in there as well. You've got your 6 shades. You've got a brush, which actually looks okay. In this mirror, my base looks okay. Not amazing, but all right. But in this mirror, I'm seeing a whole lot of situations. Were you lying to me, Benefit Mirror? Were you making me think I was prettier than I actually am? Whoa. Okay, we are looking very cakey. That foundation is cheap, and I'm going to get some hate on people saying like, oh, but it's a cheap product. What do you expect? I've got a Primark foundation stick that cost me £2, so double the price of that foundation, and the Primark foundation stick I love more than some of my other foundations. So you can do a good foundation like super cheap. I thought this was okay. But this is not okay. So what I'm now going to do is just cheat a little bit and go in with my Laura Mercier powder, just because I thought this contour kit had like a translucent powder, but it does not. But that's okay. We can see how this powder's down with like a regular powder that I know and love. Concealer's powdering down okay. Maybe like, okay, it's a little bit patchy, but only a little bit. Only like if you look close up. I'll set down the rest of my face there. Yeah, that foundation is gnarly. It does look a lot better now it's powdered down because it looks a lot less oily. But that hasn't taken away like the cakiness or anything. Okay, that does look better now we've powdered it down, but it still does look very cakey. So next I'll move on to this contour kit. So what I think I'm going to do, this one looks like incredibly grey to me. I'm a little bit afraid of it. Whoa, very grey. Let me just like swatch some of these colours. They do look very, very chalky. Like, especially that grey tone one. They are all very, very cool tone, to be fair. Right, okay, I'm just going to go in with this one here. We'll start off lighter, and then if we want to build it up, we can. Okay, that's quite nice. It's always hard to judge these things, because we don't like this foundation. This foundation and me, we are not friends. So I'm expecting it to play me a little bit, but that's all right. That's actually a lot less intense than I thought it was going to be, which makes me happy. Although I have just put 2 layers on and now I'm looking red. Now I just want to quickly take this like super grey contour powder because I just want to see if it'll like work some magic on my jawline. I'm undecided. I never go for contouring powders this cool toned. But it definitely does add more of like a shadow. But do I like it? I honestly can't tell. Do you guys like it? Let me know. Question for you guys, because I'm honestly not sure. All right, so next, my fabulous friends, we nearly dropped it, but I didn't. We're going to be putting on some highlighters. So I have 2 different highlighters. I have the AOA Studio Wonder Baked highlighter in the shade Snap. There we go. Okay, this looks promising. Ooh, okay. We might turn this thing around. And then we also have the Amuse 2-in-1 bronzer and highlighter. This is definitely not a bronzer for me. There we go. Because this is like, I mean, it's beautiful. Like, I might actually use that as like an eyeshadow in a minute. Like, that is definitely like not a bronzer. That's more of like a deep highlight. But this shade here looks a little bit chunky, but ooh, that's pretty too. Okay. So what I'm going to do is try out a bunch of different brushes. So I've got this massive fan brush, which again cost $1. I thought that was pretty cool. The brush does have a few little stray hairs coming out, but nothing major. And then we've got this brush, which literally just broke in my hand. But that's not like the biggest deal in the world. You can just kind of glue that down. So this to me looks fairly similar, not completely, but fairly similar to my favorite Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion brush. So I'm going to do like a little comparison of these two. I'm just going to take the AOA Wonder Highlighter on my usual Zoeva brush. Yes, yes, yes. Friggin' 85p highlighter. bringing it. So then I'll take the AOA brush. It's the F19. Swirl that in the same highlighter, and we'll see if we can get like a similar effect. This one's a little bit more dense than the Zoeva brush. But, okay, it's doing something. It's actually made it a lot more like sheer almost. It still looks incredibly like blinding, but I am having to go in with a little bit more product because it is so dense that it's not really like dispersing it as much. But that works. That does actually fit nicely on my cheeks. That works. You know what? Just to see if this can actually do anything, this brush in particular, I'm going to take that really scary contouring shade that I'm actually really afraid to use, the like grey tone one, and I'm gonna take a risk here. Barely anything. Okay, so this brush, I think it's almost like, I don't know, it doesn't seem to really be picking anything up. Yeah, nothing major, so that's a bit annoying. I thought this was going to be like my new favourite massive fan brush. Let's try it with this guy here. I'm actually going to try it on my shoulder. Like, there's a little bit of something there, but it's really not doing all that much. So next we'll go in with this highlighter here. Just taking my Zoeva brush again. This powder smells really good as well. It smells kind of like old ladies. You know the smell? Nothing against old ladies. I actually quite like how old ladies smell. So long as they're not, you know, as long as they've still got control of their bladders. Yeah, these highlighters are looking good. Yeah, really, really like that actually. So next for brows, I have two different products. The first thing we have is the Amuse Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Smoky Grey. Are you actually grey? Oh shit, you're actually grey. When they said smoky grey, they were not lying. I thought it was going to be like a brownie grey, but nope, it's grey. That doesn't look too bad actually. I think if I had my roots done, if I had my roots like slightly darker, that would work. It's like the right tone. It's just a little bit darker than I'd usually want. Product's easy to apply. Doesn't seem to be like getting all over my brows. There's some kind of hair on my nose and it's really annoying me right now. So then next up we have the Santee Eyebrow Designer in the colour Dark Brown. So this just has, okay, that looks very warm. And I'm guessing, yes, on the other side we've got a spoolie. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the front of my brow a little bit. Let's see how pigmented these are. Okay, these are more like a liner. You know how eyeliners tend to have a bit more creaminess to them, whereas eyebrow pencils are generally a lot more waxy. This one is like stupidly creamy. Okay, thankfully that worked, but I don't think it's going to work for like the tail of my brow. I think it's going to be way too creamy to do that. But I mean, the brow looks okay. I just definitely would not say this is like the right consistency for a brow pencil because it is just so creamy. So next we'll move on to eyeshadow. So I have a few different palettes and I've also got a single. We have the Santee Nude Smoky Classic, which is just a bunch of like matte browns. Thought that could be useful. I've also got the Clean Color Eyeshadow Quad, which looks like this. So I mostly got it for this kind of orangey shade. And then I also picked up the Amuse Smoky Eyes. It's like an eyeshadow single in the shade Paprika. So I thought that could look quite nice. Let me just swatch that. Feels okay. It does look quite chalky, but it feels alright. So I think what I'm going to do is mostly focus the look around this colour and like this orangey shade here. So first of all, I'm just going to go in with this shade here and just pat that all over my lid, just like a light little wash. And then same brush, I'm going to go in with the next shade just next to it. So by the way, these are all mattes. I'm just going to kind of pop that in my crease and just going to lightly run that through my crease. Nothing overly precise. Okay, you can see that. It's quite subtle, but it's quite like a subtle colour. So what do you expect? Then I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush and take this shade here, which is like this kind of orangey colour. And just see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's what we wanted. Just going to kind of run that half on my lid, half in my crease. Well, you know what? That actually looks pretty good. I'm not mad about that at all. So then I'm going to take this brush here, which came with like the diamondy brush that I had before. Pat on the shade Paprika. This looks like it could have a lot of fallout, so I'm going to be very careful. Let's just see. Try and go all over the lid with that. Nice colour. Take a little bit more. I'm going to try and build that up a little bit. Ooh, that colour is sick. So then I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and go back in with that orangey shade again. And just run that back over the crease just to kind of blend that in together a bit better. I try to not be like too blown out with this because I could very easily look like Matey from My Chemical Romance. You're right. So then what I'm going to do just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit is go in with that darkest brown shade here, which looks very kind of dusty. Yeah, that one is not nice. No. No. Abort mission. Abort. So then we'll move on to liner, and I just got this because it looked cute. This is the... Doesn't actually seem to say. Okay, no. Starry waterproof eyeliner. And it's just so cute. You guys know that cute packaging just gets me every time. Okay. It's like a kind of... Oh, smells good. It smells very good, actually. That's really weird. I'm just going to go ahead and draw on a wing if I can. This seems very, very dry. Yeah, this is like so dry and it's brand new. Well, we've already started. Bollocks. How are we going to fix this? I'm going to take a risk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Going in with a wing liner brush. Taking this weird creamy brow pencil. And we're going to improvise. Oh, God, that's like the worst wing I think I've ever done in my entire life. You will not defeat me. That's the best we're going to get. I'm sorry, but that is the best we're going to do right now. So next, we'll move on to mascara to try and cover up this situation. So this is the Santee Bold Eye Mascara, and apparently it's waterproof. Okay, plastic wand. Come on. Come on, bring it back now, Steph. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. Boom. 2 hop this time. This also smells really good. That's very black. For a second, I thought it was burning my eyes, but now I think we're fine. I'm impressed with that mascara, actually. Very impressed. So then for lips, I have this lip liner from AOA Studios. It's the Wonder Lip Liner in the shade Naked. My lips looking so crusty right now. I need some lip balm. That's a nice colour. It's very similar to my kind of like natural lip colour almost. Okay, that looks all right. It is very, very creamy, so it's not the most precise thing in the world, but that looks fine. So the next, I've got a liquid lipstick. This is the Santee Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade, just says 07. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my God, that is so pale. Do I want that? Yeah, I'm going to chicken out, and I'm going in with this one here because I'm afraid of that other one. So this is the AOA Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick. Okay, that looks a lot better. The other one is like, that scared me. Okay, so far so good. Nice colour. This is pretty good. You know what? I actually really, really like that liquid lipstick. It feels comfortable. Slight little tack on my lips, but not like an uncomfortable tack. Just like enough so that it doesn't feel overly dry on my lips. Yeah, that's actually a really, really nice formula of liquid lipstick. Interesting. So last but not least, I wasn't going to do this because these do not look how they looked on the internet. So these are the Cara eyelashes in the style 605. And apparently everyone was raving about these, but I don't really know why, because to me these look ridiculous. You guys know me, normally I have more like kind of wispy corner lashes. Like, oh, I can't do that, can I? That just looks ridiculous. All right, let's just bloody do this. I mean, the quality of these lashes seem all right. Nothing against them like that, but this style, I'm just like, oh God. This is not my usual style of lash. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. And I've got to say, at the start, I thought it was going to be awful. And it really wasn't that bad. The liner was a massive fail. The foundation, not great. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look, but still not great. So let me know what you think of this look in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you don't see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.